This is Stephen O'Sullivan, and in this video I'll demonstrate how to do some basic page editing. That is, how you can collaborate with others on the construction of this wiki. It's assumed at this point that you've signed up for access to this wiki and that you've learned how the wiki is structured and you understand which documents and folders are the crucial ones and which wiki pages we'll need your help on. If you haven't, please check out the first two videos and read the relevant documents on the wiki in the How-To folder, which appears in the navigation box. First, you ought to know that already that on this wiki, everyone who has been approved can edit any document. What you might not also recognize is that you cannot break any page. By looking at the history link on any page, it is possible to revert back to any version of any page. Here you can see the page history. I'm going to click on it, and you can see the history of all the edits done on this page. You can see my name is up there most. So, okay, go back to front page. Let's get started. In fact, it's very simple. First, at the top of every page, there's a tab that says Edit. I'm going to go into the Sandbox page, which is in the sidebar. Okay. You will see also when you click Edit, there's the Edit button, and you will also see a toolbar that resembles the toolbar in Microsoft Word or WordPerfect. When you place the cursor somewhere in the page, you then can either paste some text in and then format it as you wish, or just start typing. For brevity, I will paste some text into this page and do some formatting on it. In fact, I'll paste this text here. B is for bold, so I'm going to highlight this and click on the B up here, and it will bold it. Underline is there. If you want to remove the bold, just click it again. If I want to put italics, it's up there. You can also have a list and have it as bullets, like so. You could also center it, have it flush right, flush left, and so forth. What's important, of course, is that editing a page is useful because you will be contributing to this collaborative project. One paragraph may belong to you, and the one above it might have been written by someone else. What if you want your text to be a sort of response to or commentary on what the other person wrote? You could change some characteristic of your text to differentiate it. In particular, you could change the color of your text. Since we're sort of reserving red for the titles of the activities, I would avoid using red. It will only make things confusing. Blue might also lead someone to think that your text is a hyperlink to another page, since most links are blue. Perhaps orange or green would be better. You'll find your color palette right here. Right here. So I'm going to paste this again, and in this case I will highlight it. We'll go to this tab, and you can see all your options. So I'm going to choose green. May not be dark enough for some eyes, so it could be pink. That could work. Please, however, adopt the standard practice in emails and on the web, and avoid using all caps. Using all caps is the universal symbol for shouting. We want to avoid that. If you have finished editing the page, don't forget to click Save at the bottom of the screen. There, right here. Okay? If you do not click that, nothing you have done will be saved. So it's very important that you do that. It is not like Microsoft Word, which continuously saves your work in the background. This will not do that. One last thing to note. This editing is like word processing programs, but it's not perfect. The way it's implemented is much more complicated than it looks. The programming that's used has to work on every browser, on every operating system, but it doesn't always work seamlessly. If you are working on a Mac, I recommend that you edit the pages in Firefox rather than Safari. Safari will work most of the time for most of what you do, but I have found that Firefox is more trustworthy. Second, you might find that the text looks garbled. Sometimes text appears on top of other text. But don't panic, just save your changes, and I recommend that you quit your browser. And I don't mean don't close the web page. Actually shut your browser down, restart it, and go back to the page you were editing. You should find that the text looks normal. If you don't like what you see in terms of formatting, you can select a block of text like this, and then click on the eraser tool right here, and that will remove the formatting. And then you can go back and change it again. If you run into more trouble with garbled text or text that's not behaving itself, send me an email and I can help. If you know how to write HTML code, you can always click on the code icon, which is the source icon, which is right here, and it looks like that. And you can write in HTML. Of course, if you know how to code web pages, chances are you're not listening to this or watching this video. If you think if you and others could benefit from some other instructional video, feel free to make a suggestion and I'll try to accommodate by creating another one.